Hi everyone, welcome to Focal Point. Our topic for this week is
the last 5 kings of Israel.
So Ronisha,
Yes.
you were a student,
Yes,
I
I
was a
was.
student. We both know that there are two things students absolutely hate: examinations and group projects. Because you always seem to get that one group member who can never make a meeting, who always has an excuse, who never makes a submission on
I
time.
know, right?
And if they do submit, it's nothing that you can use anyway, so everybody else ends up doing all the work. And then they come back wanting to give you their ID number to put on the project, and you're like, no, your name is not going on this project. You didn't do anything to deserve it. You know, and then sometimes you get all soft and squishy and say, okay, cool, yeah, you didn't do anything to deserve it, but we're still gonna include you and let you get some marks.
Yes, and I can actually identify with that, and sometimes I do get frustrated.
It is a frustrating
But
thing.
what's the point?
The point is, we too sometimes fall into that bad group member category because God gave us a work to do. We know what we're supposed to do, but we often shirk our responsibilities. Thankfully, He is a good leader, and if you go back to Him with a sincere heart, He is still going to come through for you. In fact, Jeremiah 29:11 tells us, I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace, not of evil, to give you an expected end.
I love that point, Jenelle.
I do
And
too.
you know what? With all the evil that was going on with Israel, they actually one good king that actually tried to put things back on track, and that was King Josiah.
He was a good king and he did so much for Israel.
Yes,
but you
he
know
did.
what? After he died, his 4 sons who took over, they took that country and ran it straight to the ground.
And that can be so frustrating.
It would be.
Because, you know, although Jeremiah constantly warned them about the evil that would happen, they still didn't listen. They still led the country down to a path of idolatry.
Yeah, very, very annoying. And you know, God is not like anything like that.
I
So
know.
he had to wipe out that idolatry. And unfortunately, some people were wiped out with it. But you know what? If you are faithful to God, He will be faithful to you. And so, with all the wiping out that was done, God's people were saved.
And God is such a merciful God.
He
And
is.
that brings us to our 3 focal points. Focal point number 1, always heed to God's command.
Focal point number 2, God always keeps His promises.
And focal point number 3, always seek
To be a part of God's faithful army. But you know something that I always wonder? How Jeremiah was able to take such a good message to such an evil set of people.
I know, right? And the thing is, his life was threatened just
Yeah.
because he was a prophet.
But thankfully, he wasn't just any prophet, he was
God's prophet.
And you know, God always takes care of His people.
So
And
true.
we'll be talking about that next week in
Rebuke.
and Retribution. Contact us via Facebook and Instagram at The God Stop, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.